Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Day 3 at the 42nd Annual Max Midget Hockey Tournament. Chris Cole, Dave Standish along with you as this morning here at the Ken Bracco Arena have the Chicago Mission in these very bright lime green jerseys. Dave going from left to right against the Red Deer Optimist Chiefs going from right to left. They're in their dark black jerseys, the red and cream horizontal pinstripe. No, sorry, the first time. Horizontal pinstripe around their jerseys. This game underway. Chicago winning the opening faceoff. As we get underway with day number 3, starting goaltenders for the Red Deer Optimist Chiefs is Logan Breen to our broadcast right. Breen playing in his first game as Colby Knight got the game yesterday. Breen got the night off. For the Chicago Mission to our broadcast left, Nick Adante gets the start between the pipes. Adante 1-0 in the tournament. Goals against average of 1 and a save percentage of .963 as the Mission had the puck on the right side, trying to jam to the front of the net there. Turned away as Daniel Roosevelt came in, looking to give the Mission an early 1-0 lead. On the right side, dumped back down in behind the goal by Will Kling. Round the left wing boards, and the Red Deer Optimist Chiefs with a chance to get out. They will. Mission, they'll get it back. Turn with momentum back inside a Red Deer territory on the right side. Carrying wide was Simon Akhtar. He's then taken down in behind the goal. Gives the Chiefs a chance to clear it out. They'll bring it out to center ice. Fox Doyle chips it down inside of Chicago territory as the goaltender Adante out to play the puck in behind his own goal. Mission moved to the line and then turn it over. Chance for Red Deer to go right in on the right side, losing the handle on the puck. That was a good back check. That was Tyler McKenzie who had the opportunity for Red Deer, but a good back check by Matthew Romer takes that puck away.
Desmond Johnson, 47, took out Nick Adante, the goaltender for Chicago in those bright green jerseys. Chris, as you said, it would definitely be my sister's favorite jersey of the tournament, but I think they're in the top 3. I still haven't decided yet for our annual jersey contest, and I'll let you know on the top 3, the gold, silver, and bronze on January 1st in our championship game. I know we all wait with bated breath for that announcement.
We would like to take this time to acknowledge our gold sponsors, PepsiCo, Coca-Cola, McSweeney's, Dentyne, and Oreo Bars. Their support of the Max is greatly appreciated.
Outside of their own end. Dave going to be curious to see how Red Deer responds after, well, it had to be a very disappointing loss of the 5-15 game last night at the Max Bell Arena as Red Deer had a 4-2 lead with less than 6 minutes left and ended up falling 5-4 to the Vancouver Northwest Hawks.
Well, good for the Hawks to keep the pressure on yesterday because, as we've seen in several games, both that we've covered and that have occurred on other broadcasts here at the tournament, no lead has been safe, especially the 2-goal lead that you mentioned. That's always the most dangerous lead in hockey. So, yeah, good for Vancouver. We'll see if Red Deer is still shell-shocked from last night, and the first 15 to 20 minutes will really tell us the story there. First goal of the game could be a huge differential here.
Yeah, because face-off deep inside a Red Deer territory to the glove side of the goaltender Logan Breen. Both players waiting anxiously, and Linesing's going to wave out the Chicago forward. That was Nicholas Rismarong. And that allows Red Deer to win the face-off with the new forward coming in. Playing behind the goal, though, Chicago picks up loose puck. Little centering pass. Rismarong tried to jam it home. He was tied up, though. Couldn't get his stick free. Good defensive play there by Salias Boulias. Rismarong centering pass. Quick shot deflected off a sticking out of play as Matthew Romer standing in the slot there. Dave took that snapshot.
Yeah, exactly. Very quick shot, very quick opportunity. And let's talk to you about the goaltenders. Nick Adante, number 39 for Chicago.
Face off deep inside of Chicago territory. Or inside of Red Deer territory, I should say. Controlled by Chicago at the line. Working his way down low as Pagic sends it on goal. Stop the rebound from scramble in front of the net, and down is the goaltender. Breen will hang on to that one.
They'll give him 3 on the shot clock.
The Max Tournament would like to take this opportunity to thank SAIT Polytechnique for their support of the tournament and the use of their site for overflow parking. If you're looking to further your education, please contact SAIT at sait.ca.
Another face-off for Chicago in the offensive end, and waved out this time is Rissamong again. And to take the draw, Jacob Jonkman, but it's controlled by Red Deer deep inside of their own zone. 2 of the 3 defensive zone wins for the Red Deer Chiefs as they bring the puck out to center ice. On the left side, a little chip and chase in action by Caleb Kemp. Kremp goes after it in behind the goals, gets the centering pass in front. Kremp with a shot, he fired that one just wide of the goal. Mark Jans with it on the left side. Turns it over though and out to center ice come the Mission. It's Rismarong again across the line, but as he did, dragged a teammate with him as he lost the handle of the puck and it's offside.
Chicago with 2 wins on the first 2 days, 4-1 over Vancouver, 5-2 over Saskatoon. The story of 2 different schedules here. Red Deer had the break on day 1 on Boxing Day. Chicago has the break on the 30th. Could make a 2 huge differences when we get to New Year's Eve and who may make the final. Chicago right now, if they win, they clinch the pool 2.
Almost clinch.
Almost clinch, yeah. The Calgary Flames
have an outside chance,
yeah.
So they're going to need to win as Red Deer gets the puck down inside of Chicago territory. But
well,
huge
Chicago
game for both these teams, Red Deer and Chicago. Is a centering pass from the Red Deer Chiefs. That one goes astray, picked up by Chicago, and they'll chip it out to center ice. Left side, Sorensen trying to work it in, but he's unable to do so, and Red Deer will just fire right back down inside of Chicago territory.
If Chicago goes 3-0, then worst case, they're going to be at a high level for a possible wild card position. Worst case scenario, and that is even if they do lose to the Calgary Flames on the 29th.
Both these teams played last night at the 5:15 game. The Chicago Mission, they were at Father Dave Bauer Arena. As Dave mentioned, a 5-2 win over Saskatoon. Where Red Deer, they were here at Max Bell, and we got a chance to catch the end of that while waiting for the feature game, Dave, yesterday.
And as you said, the 3-goal comeback by the Hawks, it was a very entertaining third period, and like I said, we'll see how shell-shocked the Chiefs are. They just have to put that game away and realize that this one's 0-0, and they can reset themselves with a big win here against a big team.
Kinsey got the puck out to center ice, but the Mission chopper right back in. Chicago, or Red Deer, I should say, regrouping. Chicago goes after it on the forecheck. Left side, Roosevelt trying to separate his man for the puck. Does, but it was caught up in his feet. Bounces away from him, then Roosevelt got it back again into his feet. And that allows Red Deer to take control, and they're out to center ice. Left side with control is Tyler McKenzie. It's swatted off his stick, though, out to the neutral zone. Chicago with it. Roosevelt on the near side in front of the penalty box door. Goes cross ice. Kick down inside of Red Deer territory. Chance for the Mission. The centering pass in front. Just missed the intended receiver. That was Simon Akhtar who was the intended receiver on that pass. Back the other way comes Red Deer now on the right side. They're inside of Chicago territory trying to get free, but it's picked up by Desmond Johnson. And Johnson carries in from inside his own zone. A stretch pass up to center ice. Deflects down inside of Red Deer territory. Following up there was Rismasong. Rismasong with a shot. That one goes high and wide. Dave, he's been all over the ice as Rismasong for Chicago early in this game.
I think you've mentioned him more than anybody else so far. But, he's all over the place. Nick Remisong with an assist in one of the games earlier on in this tournament.
Out to center ice come the Mission again on the right side. Turn it over, though. Then given away by Ty Daniel. Chicago with a chance to keep it in. They do. Centering pass right to the front of the net. Good. They scored. Thought it was a good poke check by Logan Breen, but it snuck past him. As jamming it in was Nick Aren. And the Red Deer Optimist Chiefs find themselves down 1-0, 4:47 into this opening period.
You talk about those open opportunities. We've seen the majority of the chances, not from the outside, like the majority of the games here, Chris, within 5 to 8 feet of the net. And Ahern, number 9, worked his way behind everybody, paid attention, and then was able to go 5-hole on Logan Breen from the Red Deer Optimist Chiefs. 1-0 Chicago.
First of the tournament for Ahern as well. As Red Deer back inside their own zone. Cale Fox, wearing number 3, bounces it off the glass out to center ice, and away comes Red Deer looking to answer back. Into the right corner boards as Mark Janis with it. Janis is tied up. Puck dug free, and no chance for Chicago to work out as we wait the announcement of the goal. Stretch pass broken up by Red Deer in the neutral zone. They'll try and come ahead. They do. It's Jans down the left side with a wrist shot on goal. The save made by Adante. First real test for Adante, Dave.
Yeah, exactly. He got knocked down by Remisong, by Johnson earlier on. But yeah, the first quality chance for the Red Deer Optimist Chiefs as they try to tie this game up and end this 4-goal streak against last night plus tonight.
Face off deep inside of Chicago territory. Anderson in to take the draw for Red Deer. Remisong gets waved out once again for
Chicago Mission first goal scored by number 9, Nick Ahern. Assist to number 76, Carter Green. Time of the goal, 4:47.
This is Green who kept that puck in for Chicago and picks up his third assist of the tournament. Sending up Ahern with the goal. Back in comes Chicago on the right side with control with Sean Matthews. Pokes it in behind the goal and Red Deer picks it up. Can't clear it out though as it comes off a skate back inside of Red Deer territory, and the Chiefs are forced to be regrouping once again. Inside their own zone, ahead on the near side. That was Kyle Wallace, played it out to center ice as he does. A penalty coming up against the Mission. The first power play of the game will belong to the Red Deer Chiefs. A hooking penalty and gives us a chance to look at some special team stats.
Power plays for the Red Deer Chiefs. They've played one game. They were 0 for 6 this week. They were 5 for 7 in that game last night against the Vancouver Northwest Hawks, Northeast Chiefs. So that gives them 19th out of 25 in PK, 13th out of 25 in power play, 0 for 6. And the Chicago Mission 9 for 10 penalty killing, 90%. That's good for 11th in the tournament.
Touch on the Chicago power play stats a little bit later on when they get their first man advantage. As now the Mission take control of the puck, they'll just send it down the ice. Red Deer will be forced to regroup back inside their own zone. Red Deer Optimist Chiefs did have a shorthanded goal in that game against Vancouver yesterday in the 5-4 loss. So Chiefs send the puck down inside of Chicago territory. Right now they're on the power play looking to get on the board and tie this game up at 1. On the left side, trying to dig free. That was Dontel. Dontel had the puck poked away from him or all the way around to the left side. Ellerson keeps the puck in there for Red Deer. Little drop pass in the corner for Cash Regan. Cash Regan gets the return feed. Bottom of the left faceoff circle, right faceoff circle, I should say. Moves it across. Left side. Daniel back up top. There's a one-timer blocked in front. Mission have a partial 2-on-1 short-handed. They can catch up to racing back defensively. They'll take the puck away. And then upended into the end boards was the defenseman Ellerson as Chicago plays the puck back inside of their own zone, eating some time off the clock.
You could hear the bounce of both cages on that backboard area, Chris, to our right. And, yeah, that's why we wear cages, kids.
40 seconds left on the power play for Red Deer as they start out to center ice. 12:40 to go in the opening period. Puck dumped in. Stopped by the goaltender, Dante, in behind his own goal. Rim it off the glass himself and gets it all the way down the ice. Relieves some pressure. As Red Deer back inside of their own zone with control again. Dropped off in behind the net. Chiefs starting out. Long stretch pass picked off by the Mission. As that one waited for that one was Paget. Paget is now in on the attack. Lost the handle on the puck, and Red Deer takes over deep inside of their own zone. Chance to start out. McKenzie. Tyler McKenzie to center ice. Rims the puck in deep. Final seconds ticking down on the power play. No shots for Red Deer on their first man advantage as the Chicago penalty kill. Now 10 for 11 as the puck gets sent all the way down the ice. A nice and call against Chicago. We're exactly 8 minutes gone here in the first period. The Mission leading 1-0.
Chicago is certainly the oldest team in the event with 6 2001 birthdays. Of course, a major midget in the United States is 18 and under, where Canada is under 18. As we've said, Tom Rennie from Hockey Canada and his equivalent in the U.S., I think they need to sit down and have a conversation.
Face-off control by Red Deer deep inside of Chicago territory, but the Mission gained control deep inside of their own zone. Matthew Romer is forced to turn back. Romer flips across ice, and again, Chicago trying to get out, unable to do so. They turn it over. Dangerous chance in front of the net, but unable to get the shot off cleanly. That was, I believe, Caleb Kremp. Red Deer back inside of their own zone with control on the left side. They'll chip it up. Can't get it out, though. Held in by Chicago. Bouncing puck. Jokiman couldn't hold it in, though, as Red Deer gets the puck out to center ice. Chicago. And a penalty coming up to Red Deer. A slashing penalty. Well, let's touch on the Chicago power play stats. 0 for 10, I should say, in their 2 games thus far in the tournament. They were 0 for 7 last night against Saskatoon. 0 for 3 on the opening game against Vancouver.
And the PK, as I mentioned, for the Red Deer Chiefs, 5 for 7 in that single game against Vancouver. So 2 power play goals surrendered, 22 for Red Deer. Ben Christian, 22 slashing at 8:37.
That 5 for 7 is 71.43% on the kill rate for Red Deer, has them tied for 19th in the tournament. 12 teams, Dave. That's all that have power play goals thus far in the Max Midget tournament. Chicago wins the faceoff. Cross ice pass on the right side is Johnson. His long shot on goal, and that one stopped by Breen, and he'll hang on to that one.
Chicago plays in the High Performance Hockey League, and we'll tell you about it in just a moment.
The Max Major Midget Hockey Tournament would like to thank our two-way communication sponsor, Westcan Wireless, Canada's premier supplier of advanced integrated radio communication solutions and services.
Chicago with the puck, top of the left faceoff circle, now the point. Right side, Johnson throws a back door, deflects though away from Roosevelt. And a chance for Red Deer to clear it out. A couple players in there finding on it, but the third opportunity does get out to center ice. Clear it all the way down as the Chicago Mission forced to regroup inside their own zone, quarter of the way through their power play. Just past the 9-minute mark here of the first period, 1-0 Mission with the lead and a chance to add to it on this power play. Looking for their first power play goal of the tournament are the Chicago Mission. Get the puck in. Roosevelt left side, offside on the play though.
3 players go down there. The two Optimus Chiefs run into each other, and then it looked like Frankie Tamilo, number 2, was in the middle of all that as well. As I said, Chicago 10-3 in the High Performance Hockey League, HPHL. Google it to get more information, and there's a lot of teams from previous Max events that appear in that league. Team Illinois, Detroit Honey Baked, and a lot of teams that we've seen here in past years. A lot of NHL players, for those of you in Chicago who are unaware, a few dozen National Hockey League players have played in this event.
Paget in for Chicago, dumps the puck in around the left wing boards. After it there, Red Deer trying to clear it out. Chicago kept it in at the point. Pass across ice goes in behind or underneath the stick of Paget, and Paget forced to regroup. Drops it off for his defense partner Carter Green, who works it ahead, and Sorensen dumps it down inside as Chicago territory. Takes a funny bounce right towards the goal, and Logan Breen just sticks that one into the corner as the Red Deer Chiefs clear the puck the length of the ice. 35 seconds to go in the power play. Chicago looks for one last rush up ice. Out shooting Red Deer 5-2 are the Chicago Mission right now in this hockey game, and leading 1-0. Carrying on ahead on the left side, played up by Carter Green. Dumped down inside of Red Deer territory. Picked up left side. Max Dukovac back to the line. Blocked off though. Sent back now up top for Green. He'll go to the right side. Paget walks in. His shot, glove save made by Breen, and he'll hang on to that one.
Of course, Red Deer about an hour and a half north of Calgary. They hosted the Canada Winter Games in 2019, province versus province, and that led to a lot of new arenas being built in Red Deer, and they are certainly a high-performance city, and of course they'll host part of the World Junior Hockey Championships next year with the city of Edmonton.
I believe in that beautiful new rink in Red Deer as well that the Red Deer Vipers play out of in the Junior B Hockey League. A long shot from the left point, right into the glove hand of Breen once again. He'll hang on.
Red Deer 11-8-3, fifth in the AMHL Alberta Midget Hockey League South Division. 11-8-3, as I said. So they are in a playoff spot, top 6 in each division in the Alberta League play in the playoffs, about 2/3 of the way through their regular season.
Wallace wins that faceoff for Red Deer, is back to full strength and cleared all the way down the ice and out of the penalty box after it there. That is Ben Christensen. Christensen tied up, pushes the puck free on the right side. A wrist shot on goal, and the save made by Adante, and he'll hang on to that one. So Chicago 0 for 1 on the power play as well, but the Chicago Mission, a couple of shots on goal there, Dave.
Yeah, they're looking stronger. They're looking more confident. It's shots 8-2 right now, 1-0 on the main board. But as I said, Chris, Red Deer has to break this 4-goal streak against them right now and just get some confidence and tie this game up. Not critical in the next 3 minutes, by example, but any chance like that can certainly help their confidence.
Right off the draw, and Doyle won that face-off, and Red Deer jumped in on a snapshot and held on to by Adante. He'll try that face-off again.
Red Deer wins it again.
Top of the point, right side. Tristan Baumegg gets it down low. Bounces into the left corner boards. Picked up by Cale Fox. He's tied up, but pushes it into the left corner a little bit further. It's Red Deer starting to cycle the puck around. Caught up in the left corner boards. Fox comes in there to help out. Digs it out. 3 Red Deer Chiefs in there. Knocking that puck free. Doyle goes to the line. Fox floats it towards the net. Blocked off in front. Chicago with a chance to clear it, but it took a bad hop for the Mission off the boards. Goes right back to them, but Red Deer forcing a turnover now. Wrist shot. That one hit the outside of the net. Over top the goal on the left side. Fox bounces it down low, and then it's fed back to the line. It's going to go past everybody, though, and out to center ice, and then it's dumped right back in by Red Deer. Had to tag up as they're offside. Gives Chicago a chance to settle things down. Move it ahead. Deflected up on the right wing boards by Romer. Romer now across the line. Feeds the puck in behind the goal. Picked up there by Red Deer. And it's Leighton Holian working it out to center ice on the right side. Tipped up. Red Deer following up and just offside. As following up was Leighton Holian trying to hold himself onside, but was just let's say quarter of a stride outside the blue line there.
Yeah, I would say about 1/10 of a centimeter. Yeah, that was very, very close, but the officiating's been tremendous all week long, and it continues.
Face off just outside of Chicago territory. Dukovac in for Chicago Mission up against Cash Regan, and Regan wins that face off. As the Red Deer Optimist Chiefs regroup in the neutral zone. Now they'll push it ahead on the right side, down inside of Chicago territory. On the forecheck there is Andrew Wallace. He's tied up, got the puck free to the left wing, and then a shot from the left point on goal. The save made by Adante. The point shot by Tyson Perkins. Free on the left side. Tyler McKenzie centering pass. There's a shot. Adante the save. The rebound was sat there, and Adante was looking for his teammates to clear it. Allowed Red Deer get another chip shot, but it goes wide of the goal. Now Chicago does clear it out to center ice, but Red Deer right after it immediately jamming it down inside of Chicago territory. Now the Mission turn up ice on the right side with control there. Akhtar walks in, his shot off a stick over and off the glass into the netting and out of play. Wasn't sure if it caught the netting or not there. Dave is good old rafters blocking my view.
Yeah, 4 shots in a row here for the Red Deer Optimist Chiefs. Trying to build some momentum, try to get this crowd going. Obviously, still emerging, but we appreciate everybody tuning in today. If you're watching, you either have the day pass or the tournament pass, and we encourage you to switch between us and the Father Bauer channel throughout the day to get a sense of both games, both arenas hosting 5-packs today, 9, 11:45, 2:30, 5:15, and 8 p.m.
Chicago Mission after the puck in behind the Red Deer goal, but Chiefs have it, and they'll chip it out to center ice. Waiting for it in the neutral zone is Green. He backs up to his own blue line. His pass, though, out of the reach. I was looking for a couple of players, but the closest ones to it were a couple of Chiefs.
Well, we've seen in this arena the whole week, Chris, so far that these home run passes, these stretch passes, just aren't connecting as well. Maybe that's a little bit because of the Christmas break and not a lot of practice time for these two teams. Well, for all the teams that we've seen, but when they do connect, boy, are they entertaining to watch.
Face off deep inside of Chicago territory, the glove side, a goaltender Adante, won by the Mission. They'll carry it out to center ice. On the right side with control of the puck, the Student, banned on the wrist shot as it rolls off his stick wide of the goal, in behind the net, comes around on the left side. Tied up there, trying to dig it free, was Sorensen. Worked it back on the left side. Back down low in behind the goal. Chicago looking at the wraparound in front. Loose on the doorstep. Then that one hit the outside of the net. Oh, that one was going to be jammed in, but net off its moorings, I believe, as the whistle goes. And yeah, it is. Is the Chicago the Red Deer goaltender Logan Breen sitting on the goal line, and the goalpost not anywhere near his left pad.
Yeah, unfortunately, both here and at Father Bauer, we've had pretty serious issues with the nets coming off. And fortunately, in all those situations, including that most recent one, pucks have not gone into the net. So it's been less controversy, but when it happens, or if it happens, it's going to be a big argument.
Max Dukovac in on the draw for Chicago, but won by Red Deer, and the Chiefs will play it ahead off a skate down the ice. Racing after it there is Elias Boulias. Boulias plays it in behind the goal. Tied up there on the left side. Both teams clamoring for the puck. It's knocked free. Picked up by Chicago. I believe that's Tyler Fedor. And Fedoro, I should say, to touch the puck. A penalty coming up. Slashing call, but I believe it's going to go to Red Deer there, Dave.
Yeah, Boulias in front of the Tuxedo Sorcerer Sports ad there. Just the wrong way to muck out a player along the boards. Got his stick up a little too high. Could have called one of 3 or 4 different types of penalties, but slashing was the selection. Boulias, number 18 in black. 2 minutes for slashing at 13:45.
10th offensive zone faceoff for Chicago in this opening period. They are 4 of 9 thus far. Red Deer with the edge, 5-4 in their own zone. Win that draw, clear to the line, but not out. Held in by the Mission on the left side. Chipped down low by Carter Green. Intercepted by Red Deer, and they'll clear it out and down the ice. Red Deer's done a good job on the faceoff in this opening period, Dave, but just haven't gotten rewarded thus far.
Yeah, they've had a couple of chances in the offensive zone, but it's got to be sustained pressure and knowing where you're going after winning a faceoff, having a plan.
Red Deer again getting the puck down the ice. Paget back after it inside of his own zone, leaves it in behind the goal where Carter Green will pick it up. He'll lead the rush up ice. Finds Paget on the right side. Pass in the middle for Sorensen, bounced off his stick, and Red Deer takes over the clear down. A chance short-handed the other way. Doyle on the right side. He's tied up though as he got inside of Chicago territory. And the Chicago Mission forced back inside their own zone. Paget circles the goal, comes out with the puck, goes straight up the middle of the ice. Paget weaves his way into Red Deer territory, lifts it into the left corner boards, and go after it himself. Paget does get in there, but is bodied off the puck by Leighton Holian. Holian chips it around the boards, so can't get it out. Mission keep it in, but a pass back to the line, nobody home, and Chicago forced to regroup inside their own zone as Tyler Fitero back after it inside of his own zone.
Hayden Olean, number 20, 6'6". And he's not even the tallest player in the tournament, but he used his size.
Here's a catch short-handed, a turnover, chance right in, on the short-handed point, Deeks, and scores! Mark Jens tucks it just underneath the goal stick of Nick Adante. Another short-handed goal for Red Deer has tied this game at 1.
I thought Adante had it, Chris. I thought the large part of his blade actually kept the puck out, but I think there might have been a little second effort or a bit of a roll at the very end. But what a great steal at the blue line, all the way in, make the move, and tied it up with a big short-handed goal. As I said, it was 8-2 the shots, now it's 8-7. This is the kind of momentum shift that Red Deer needs, especially at the end, nearing the end of a period. Let's see how they can build on it, but still 33 seconds to go.
First of the tournament for Mark Jans. Short-handed goal, second short-handed goal as mentioned for Red Deer. Had a short-handed goal in that 5-4 loss yesterday to Vancouver. That actually put Red Deer up 2-1 at the time. Had leads of 3-1 and 4-2. The Vancouver battled back from it. In fact, Red Deer didn't trail that game until the final 2 minutes when Vancouver got ahead 5-4 as Red Deer wins the faceoff and they'll backhand it down inside of Chicago territory. Meanwhile, the Mission haven't really been tested. Pretty much leading start to finish in both their games thus far. Tied here 1-1 as they dump the puck in from center ice. Frankie Tulimil goes after it. In behind the goal on the left side.
Goal announcement.
We get the announcement of the goal.
Number 11, Tyler McKenzie. Unassisted, a shorthanded goal.
Well, they're giving it to McKenzie shorthanded. Pretty sure that was Mark Jans that was free as the puck gets flipped up into the Chicago bench. 4:04 to go in this opening period.
Yeah, we had 10, not 11, but hit your replay button and you'll know for sure. But, yeah, we've had some referee issues with numbers in the tournament so far. But the good thing is that they talked to the scorekeepers after they discussed it during the intermissions and cleaned it all up. And then the final score sheet is definitely fixed with the correct numbers.
Kenzie with the goal. It is his first of the tournament as Red Deer wins the faceoff. They're back to full strength. Chicago 0 for 2 on the power play. Didn't get a shot on goal on that last man advantage. So they've been held in check with the shots for the better part of about 6 minutes here, Dave, as the Mission backed up inside their own zone. Then ahead. Johnson retreats again inside of his own zone. Steered up on the right side. Akhtar dumps it down inside of Chicago, inside of Red Deer territory for Chicago. Back after it inside of his own zone is Holy, and he'll bank it off the glass. Bounces to the line. It did get out. Chicago had to tag up there offside. And now the puck back inside of Red Deer territory. The Chiefs scrambling a little bit inside their own zone. Now they'll settle things down with 3.5 to go here in the opening period. Stretch pass up on the near wall with control as Pedro poked off his stick though at Chicago. Nice little drop pass between the feet. Walking in, there's a shot deflected off a stick and wide by Unhearn. Goal scorer for Chicago. Loses the handle in behind the goal as he tried to come back in front with it, and Red Deer able to clear the puck out to center ice. Paget, left side. Now towards the neutral zone come the Chicago Mission. They'll get in inside of Red Deer territory, but Carter Green upended, and Red Deer just going to be forced to slap the puck the length of the ice to release some pressure.
Chicago making a few lineup changes. Ahern from 76 Green was the first goal for the Mission. Now they are on separate lineups as Green lines up with Romer and Remisong.
Nicholas Remisong in to take the draw for Chicago with the glove side of the Red Deer goaltender Breen. And Remisong again gets waved out. I think this is the fourth time he's been waved out in this opening period.
At least the third. And, I mean, the linesman was basically like, no, you get out. I don't even want to deal with you anymore.
That's pretty much exactly how it went down.
Nope. Out.
I see 11. Out. You're going to do something wrong. I'm just going to preempt it right there.
Yeah, exactly.
Icing call against Red Deer, 2:39 to go in this opening period. 1-1 the score.
Have you ever been kicked out of something 2 seconds after you entered? I can't think of anything. I've been kicked out of a lot of bars, but not 2 seconds in after walking into it.
I plead the fifth.
Fair enough.
Face off deep inside of Red Deer territory, won by the Chiefs in behind their own goal. Oh, Red Deer, 5 straight defensive zone wins. Key is they've been dominating the face-off dot in this opening period, but Chicago jumps on the loose puck on their near side, trying to get in front of the net, tied up and taken down. A penalty coming up against Red Deer as dropped to the ice was Jacob Jonkerman. And well, Dave, not sure if you can hear it, but the Red Deer fans, the Red Deer families, just to our broadcast right below us, and not happy with that penalty call.
Mr. Janes, Mark, will go off. He had an assist yesterday, 6'5", so another giant for Red Deer. Once again, the wrong way to throw a hit.
Third power play of the game for Chicago. They are 0 for 2 and now 0 for 12 in the tournament thus
exactly. Far. And if they progress to further along and the power play can't fix itself, then that might be an issue when we get to the second half of the Max tournament.
Well, Remisong got a chance to take that face-off, won it for Chicago, now free on the right side. Remisong, drop pass to the slot. Turning back, though, with control is Romer at the point. Moves it to the left side. Taro down low left wing boards. Tierney rolls it around to the right side. And it's Remisong with control. Moves it back to the line. Chicago setting up the power play. Minute 50 to go in this opening period. There's a chance in front, and out on the poke check was Breen. Got caught earlier in this game, in this opening period, Dave, with that poke check. This time was able to poke it away.
And that's why you do it in practices, so that you can apply it for games like this. A kneeing call against Janes. Both players in that incident landing rather awkwardly, and now we know why. Not a call you see every day, but yeah, the wrong way to apply a hit, especially knee first.
Chicago back inside their own zone. They'll start out to center ice. Frankie Tumlio plays it up on the left side. Well, some of these names, Dave, I kind of wish I had that Chicago accent. Played up top left side. There's a long shot on goal. The save made by Breen. And in that Chicago accent, I mean that kind of Italian kind of accent. Puck in behind the Red Deer goal. Chiefs with it, but then turn it over. In behind the net is Roosevelt, picks it up. Moves it back up top right side. The return feed to Roosevelt is picked off, and Red Deer going to clear it the length of the ice. 25 seconds to go in the power play for Chicago. About to go 0 for 3 on the power play as they stretch it ahead. Student in across the line on the right side. Tries to drive wide, sets things up as he goes into the right corner boards, gets some help from his teammates coming off the bench. Johnson just held it in at the right point. He'll walk in with a wrist shot. That one blocked off in front. Chopped to the line by Red Deer, not out. Johnson, quick pass left side. Final seconds taking down the power play. Student walks in his shot. Save made by Breen, and it got through him, but rolls out harmlessly on the far side. Red Deer back to full strength, but Chicago, another shot on goal at the power play is a wrist shot. That one goes off the stick and wide. Bounces in behind the net. 15 seconds to go in the opening period. Chicago keeping the pressure on, looking to break this 1-1 tie late in the opening frame.
Chicago's first shot in about 8 or 9 minutes.
Puck bounces in behind the goal, picked up by Red Deer. And Perreault with a chance to clear it out. He does. He'll send it all the way down. This will be icing against the Red Deer Altus Chiefs, but it didn't get there before the horn as the first period comes to a close. Chicago opens the scoring, even strength. 4:47 in, but then short-handed. Red Deer ties it up. Tyler McKenzie for the Chiefs and Nick Arn for the Chicago Mission. We're tied at 1 after 20 minutes of play. Dave, your thoughts?
Well, we've talked throughout the event, Chris, about streaks and gaps. And that's what Chicago basically had. They dominated the first 7 or 8 minutes. Red Deer seemed to be playing on the back foot, to steal a soccer term. But once they got that shorthanded goal, what an effort from Tyler McKenzie, well, Mark Janes, as we saw it, number 10. And that'll get fixed eventually. But that seemed to flip the whole script. And Red Deer, you could tell by their body language, Chris, that they were going to be more aggressive on the forecheck. They were giving that sense defensively that, hey, you're going to have to go through me because you're not going to go around me. And that kind of threw Chicago off in the last 6-7 minutes. That power play certainly helped. Confidence-wise, they got those 2 quick shots at the end. But right now, Big Mo is kind of flowing back and forth. We'll see how the first 3-4 minutes of the next period go. But Red Deer, their mental attitude seems to have definitely improved.
We'll take a break, come back, look at the out-of-town scoreboard as well as scoring summaries. This is the 42nd Annual Max Midget Tournament from the Ken Bracco Arena at the Max Bell Center. Welcome back to the Max Bell Arena. Chris Colwell, Dave Standish along with you. The Chicago Missions and Red Deer Optimist Chiefs tied 1-1 after 20 minutes of play. So we take a look at the first period scoring summary. Chicago opened the scoring. Nick Ahern, his first of the tournament, assist going to Carter Green, even strength goal at 4:47. Then at 15:12, short-handed, it was Tyler McKenzie, his first of the tournament, unassisted, tying the game up for Red Deer at 1-1 after 20 minutes of play.
You mean Mark Janes, right?
I do, yes. That's what we saw anyways, but right now we're going with the score sheet, which says 11, which is Tyler McKenzie. Either way, Janes or McKenzie both getting their first goals of the tournament. Shots on goal in the first period, 10-7 in favor of Chicago. Face-off, 16-11 in favor of Red Deer. Power plays, Red Deer 0 for 1. Chicago, they were 0 for 3. And a quick look out of town and some games going on. The Max Midget, Prince Albert Mintos lead Lethbridge Hurricanes 2-0 at the Father David Bauer Arena. That one just underway in the second period, as are we here at the Max Bell, with Red Deer winning the opening faceoff, going from left to right in the second period. Right to left for the Chicago Mission as Red Deer backs up inside their own zone. We'll have a couple of, Dave will have a couple of World Junior scores to bring your way momentarily. Submission back up inside their own zone. With control is Blake Tierney. Tierney chips it ahead all the way down the ice and out of the reach of everybody for icing call.
Well, let me quickly mention that PA Lethbridge game. That could be a very important game in Pool 1. That's the pool that the Russians and Calgary Buffaloes are involved in, along with the Sherwood Park Kings. That's a huge result. And if that result holds on, PA versus the Buffaloes could be very, very important. Finland over Slovakia 8-1. Germany over the Czechs 4-3. Yes, you heard that right. Germany over the Czechs 4-3 in regulation.
Upset alert right there. If you're winning the faceoff, long shot. That one is blocked off. And Dave, I'll let you finish that thought there.
If Russia beats Canada at 11 o'clock at the top of the next hour, then it'll be a 5-way tie at 1 win and 1 loss in Pool B at the World Under-20s.
In comes Chicago on the left side. There's a wrist shot. That one goes wide of the goal. Rebound comes off the end wall all the way back out to center ice, and the Chicago Mission will be forced to regroup inside their own zone.
Of course, USA even their record with a win against Germany yesterday and have today off.
Germany even their record in the World Juniors with a win today over the Czech Republic.
And hopefully Canada does not even their record today.
Back in is the Red Deer, sending it on goal, and the Chicago goaltender Dante will reach down and hang on. Minute 5 gone here in the second period.
41 years of incredible hockey memories, brought to you by Circle K Convenience. Circle K Convenience Stores hope you have a memorable experience and enjoy the 42nd Annual Max Midget Tournament. We want to send a special thanks to Circle K for their many years of support.
Face off deep inside of Chicago territory. Red Deer controlling that one. Red Deer is dominant on the faceoff dot in the first period, 16-11. They have a 3-0 lead here in the second period. Hasn't resulted in a goal as of yet as Chicago brings the puck out to center ice. Earn the goal scorer, moves it right side. Red Deer gets it back inside of their own zone with control there is Cash Regan. Bounces off the glass out to center ice, and the Mission play right back the other way. Red Deer once again forced to regroup. Deep inside of their own zone, turning with the puck on the near side as Andrew Wallace dumps the puck down inside of Chicago territory as Dante have to play the puck. Turns it around the boards. Ahern takes control. He'll move it across ice right side as Chicago comes in on the attack. Ahern took the pass back, but it was underneath his stick and right in front of his feet. Comes back out to center ice, and the Mission forced to regroup. They do. Dukovac quickly into Red Deer territory on the right side. Drop pass for the trailer. Shot on goal. Save made the rebound. Dukovac tried to stuff it in. But a good stop there by Logan Breen as he stays right with it.
Talked a lot all this week, Chris, about second chances and how many we've seen converted, and all about goaltender rebound control. And Dukovac, 2 quick chances for Chicago. Number 91, he got 2 goals and an assist in the first 2 matches for the Mission earlier this week. The 4-1 win on the 26th and the 5-2 win yesterday over the Saskatoon Blazers.
Red Deer just continues to dominate the faceoff top 4 for 4 now as they move the puck out to center ice. That's just out of the reach of Perreault. Chicago able to retrieve the puck inside their own zone, settling things down there. Move it ahead through the middle of the ice with control as Matthew Romer. Romer slides it up on the right side. Rismasong back to Romer. His shot, though, goes wide of the goal. The rebound comes off the end boards, picked up by Red Deer, and they're out to center ice again. Right side, Perreault dumps it down inside of Chicago territory, and the Chicago goaltender, Dante, out to play the puck. Moves it around on the near boards for Jonkerman. Jonkerman back behind his own goal as Chicago regrouping. Now up on the near side for Carter Green. His stretch pass misses everybody. Comes back to the back to the Red Deer blue line, I should say. Optimus Chiefs take control of the puck. And you know what, Dave, I keep calling Red Deer Chicago, but that's because I'm used to the Chicago Blackhawks wearing very similar jerseys for a number of years.
And the Vancouver Northwest Hawks using the Blackhawk logo as well. Very popular, of course, the design for the Chicago Blackhawks in a Winter Classic a few years ago. A couple of different teams at this tournament have adopted it, and of course, Winter Classic Nashville versus Dallas. Yes, you heard that right. Playing an outdoor hockey game at the Cotton Bowl, January 1st, live on NBC.
Caleb Fox keeping that puck in for Red Deer, moves it in behind the goal on the right side. Caleb Kremp after it there, it's turned over. Now out to center ice comes Matthews for Chicago's backhand pass. Right side, walking right in on the doorstep. What a move, they scored! Carter Green faked the shot. Breen bid on it, goes for the forehand to the backhand and tucks it in, and the Mission have the lead back. It's 2-1.
2-on-1, an amazing pass from the far side to the center, and as you said, the goalie completely fell for it, and that was the end. Carter Green makes the little dipsy doodle move, and momentum has gone back to Chicago. They only trailed for 8 minutes, or they were only tied for 8 minutes over a intermission break as well, but Chicago has not trailed yet in this matchup.
Carter Green with his first of the tournament as Chicago wins the faceoff at center ice. They'll start out, we'll wait on the assist on that goal. Here comes Matthews in on the left side. He's forced off the puck in behind the goal by Leighton Holian. Holian chips it around on the far side, picked up at the right point by Fitero. Fitero works it down low. There's a shot on goal. Save made by Breen, and the rebound comes free left side. Held in by Dukovac as he shovels it in behind the goal. Racing after it on the right corner boards is Sean Matthews. Matthews tied up, puck poked away from him. And Red Deer now the chance to skate out to center ice. 4 minutes gone here in the second period. Red Deer in across the line looking to tie things up, but Chicago waddling up that middle of the ice, and now stretch pass in. In come the Mission on a partial 1-on-2 or 2-on-1, then became a 2-on-4. Allows Red Deer to go back the other way on the attack. Doyle down the right side, floats one softly on goal, tried to trick the goaltender Nick Adante, who was equal to the task to keep that one out, but not a bad move there by Dole.
Yeah, he's looked good. He's had 2 or 3 rushes so far today. No points yesterday in the first game, but should be only a matter of time.
The sponsor of the day is PepsiCo, supplying the Max Tournament with Gatorade and Aquafina water. Delicious, refreshing Pepsi.
Face off deep inside of Chicago territory. 4.5 minutes to go, or 4.5 minutes gone. And take the draw for Red Deer is Tyler McKenzie, won though by the Mission, and they'll take it away out to center ice. Marking up the left side, puck poked off the stick of Anton Sorensen, and back the other way comes Red Deer, knocked away. Far side, Simon Akhtar can't get the puck out as Red Deer forechecking, keeping that puck alive, and now going to be cleared high as we get the announcement of that goal.
Carter Green. Assist to number 92, Anton Sorensen, and to number 25, Sean Matthews. Time of the goal, 3:36.
So Green and Matthews draw helpers on the goal, and for for Green, that's a goal and an assist in this game here this morning, Dave.
Green now with a goal and 3 assists in 3 games. 92, Sorensen his second assist of the tournament. 25, Matthews 1-1 in 3 games so far.
Frankie Tumulio trying to get the puck out, unable to do so, as Red Deer able to keep it in. On the near quarter boards, up top, Ellerson long shot, blocker save made by Adante. The rebound in the left quarter boards, picked up there by Red Deer's Tyler McKenzie. He's tied up and the puck forced free. The Mission will take over, 3-on-2 to center ice. Quickly up the right side, down inside of Red Deer territory. The drop pass, and right in, shoots and scores! Nick Anhern, second of the game, and it's 3-1 for Chicago.
Except for a couple extra players in the zone, Chris, it's a complete duplication of what we just saw. A pass perfectly into the hash marks from the far side to the center. Quick little blast. Chicago extends the lead at 5:28.
Second of the morning for Nick Anhern, and Chicago Mission obviously not too thrilled that Red Deer was pouring on the pressure late in that first period. Come back at a couple of goals early on here in the second to take a 3-1 lead. Now have won 4 straight draws as they win that one again. Red Deer, puck tied up in the neutral zone. Both teams battling for it. Chiefs gain control deep inside of their own zone. Ty Daniel works to the left side, then cleared ahead down the ice. This is going to miss everybody. Slide all the way down. It's going to be icing against the Red Deer Chiefs. Just shy of the 6-minute mark here of this opening period, the second period, I should say.
And momentum starting to really turn, and you can hear the crowd from Red Deer very silent. Once again, they're going to need some sort of big boost to change everything, just like they did earlier on in the first period at 15-12 when they got that shorthanded goal. They're going to have to create something out of nowhere right now. That's the problem that Calgary North Stars ran into last night. They had one beautiful shorthanded goal, but despite a lot of shots, could not get anything past the netminder on the other side. And we'll see if Red Deer cannot duplicate that.
Chicago wins the faceoff, now 6 of 15 in the offensive zone. Long shot on goal, and Breen makes the pad save. Red Deer has been very good on the faceoff dot to start this second period, but Chicago's won 5 straight.
Chicago goal is second of the game, scored by number 9, Nick Ahern. Assist to number 23, Simon Akhtar. And to number 47, Desmond Johnson. Time of the goal, 5:28.
So Johnson
and Ahern from Akhtar and Johnson.
Draw assists on that goal for Ahern, his second of the game, giving Chicago a 3-1 lead.
9 from 23 and 47. For those of you keeping track at home. And of course, the Max Tournament website will have the final scoring summary a little later on today after it's inputted after the 60 minutes. And don't forget, we only play 60 minutes.
Here comes Chicago right back in on the attack. Middle of the ice on the right side. The backhand shot saved made by Breen. The rebound scramble in front of the net. Cleared away by Red Deer, and they'll bring it out to center ice. Chiefs in on the right side with control as Mark Jans. He chips it in behind the goal. Delayed offside against Red Deer. Gives Chicago a chance to set up and get outside their own zone. They'll do just that. Bounced out to center ice. Past Jacob Jonkerman. Back inside of Red Deer territory. And the Chiefs flip it off the glass and down inside of Chicago territory. And back after it is Graham Padgett inside of his own zone. Skips it off the wall in front of the benches. Knocked down by Red Deer. They'll slide it back inside of Chicago territory. Racing after that one is Ben Christensen on the forecheck. Back with control is Carter Green. Green's pass up the ice. Blocked up, bounces inside of Red Deer territory. Racing back after it inside of his own zone is Ellertson. Ellertson chips it around on the near wall. Chance for Christensen now to get the puck out. He slides it ahead. Red Deer getting it out to the neutral zone, but Chicago regains control of the puck. Matthews left side. Carries it across the Red Deer line, but again, Chiefs get it out. Dukovac right back in on the attack for Chicago. Dukovac drives wide right side, settles things down, moves it back to the point. There's a long shot deflected on goal, and Breen makes the pad save. Left side, Breen another shot. Turned away on that point shot from Blake Tierney. Held in by Chicago, worked around on the left wing side. As Red Deer chasing after it inside their own zone. Picked up though by the Chicago Mission in behind the goal left side with control there with Sean Matthews. Pokes it around to the right side. Red Deer just going to sweep it out to center ice. Dave Schutz on goal. 9-2 in favor of Chicago in the early stages or approaching the mid stages of this second period.
We like to call it Big Mo, and momentum definitely in the hands of Chicago. I'm liking all of their forward line combinations right now. They're really putting a lot of pressure on, and you can see that it's a well-rounded forward group, not just elite at the top.
Roosevelt across the line, drops it off for his student. Knocked away though by Red Deer, and they're out to center ice. Doyle has had the best chance for Red Deer in this second period. Had the puck poked off his stick, and then following up on the left side was Henderson. Had knocked away from him. Red Deer just having issues right now trying to gain entry into the offensive zone. Here comes Chicago back the other way. They are not having those issues. Roosevelt with a snapshot. That one goes high and wide. Rebound off the end boards. Tierney kept it in, but it's batted back out to center ice. Roosevelt backed up. Helping out, Tulamil gains control of the puck, dumps it back in as Chicago goes back after it. Akhtar in behind the goal, it's poked away from him. Red Deer the chance to clear it out. Chicago very aggressive on the forecheck. Now Red Deer does get out to center ice. And Doyle, all he could do is just chip it in as he was 1-on-3, goes after it on the forecheck, but Red Deer making changes on the fly allows Chicago to go to work on the attack. Up the left side, steered in by Desmond Johnson in behind the goal. Johnson chases after it on the forecheck. Knocked free by Chicago, but Red Deer with control in behind the net. Perkins trying to get it out. He's tied up. Tyson Perkins continuing to battle for that puck. It's dug free by Rismasong. Rismasong, his shot blocked off. Bounces back to the right point. Held in there by Chicago. Good job on the changes. Rismasong fires a shot towards the goal. That one goes off his stick and wide. Chopped ahead by Red Deer and out and down the ice. Remesong back after it inside of his own zone. Chicago, Dave, been very impressed with the rotation of their forwards and their defensemen.
Absolutely. Red Deer makes that four-man change, and then you'd expect once the four men come out that they're going to use either physicality or other sort of strategy to take over possession. But Chicago was able to handle it and force the puck to the opposite end, and then quickly, one by one, rotate their men as they now make a two-man change. But right now, all Red Deer can do is react rather than be the aggressor and force Chicago to react.
Here's a chance and a little bit of a turnover by Chicago. Red Deer wraparound centering pass in front, just missed the intended receiver. That would have been huge for Red Deer. That was Cash Regan. Puck though slid right underneath his stick, and Chicago gets away with one as the goaltender Dante got caught up on that far right post.
McKenzie needed a bit of a lucky break and he got one. Unfortunately, they just couldn't convert it.
Chicago back in on the attack on the right side. Matthew Romer tied up. Knocks the puck free. Romer to the right faceoff circle. Tried to drag the puck himself to the front of the goal. It's poked away. Romer got it back. Tried to feed it down low, but Red Deer again. It's backhanded down the ice. Ice is going to be waved off. As back after it is Fitero back inside of his own zone. Fitero slows it down in behind his own goal. Now stretches it ahead. Red Deer nearly picked it off. Now they do, but they slide it back inadvertently to their own blue line. Just under 9 minutes to go here in this second period. 3-1 Chicago. They have both goals in this middle stanza, after the two teams exchange goals in the first. Puck played ahead. Jonkerman works it out to center ice. Now here comes Chicago. Partial 2-on-1 again. There's a backdoor feed. Right in. The shot save made by Breen. The rebound. Breen stopped that one as well. On the doorstep as he got to scramble to put that left glove hand out to make the save.
You talk about backdoor feeds, third in a row. Only the first one they haven't been able to convert. Two amazing stops.
Green's goal stick was at the side of his own goal, but then pushed away by his own teammate over to the side. Defenseman trying to help out, get that puck, get the stick back, and Breen will make the save on Roosevelt direction and hang on to that puck as he gets his goal stick back.
Tristan Baumung used all of his energy to get the stick back, which allowed an opportunity for Chicago, but Breen was certainly well positioned to make that happen.
Shots now 12-3 in this second period in favor of Chicago as they dominating the shot clock and dominating possession here in this second period. Anton Sorensen in to take the draw for Chicago. He'll be up against Ben Christensen now after the first Red Deer forward waved out. Face-off win by Chicago. Long shot for the point. That one goes high and wide. The rebound off the end boards. Right side held in. There's a shot on goal, and Breen sticks that one into the netting and out of play.
We would like to acknowledge our silver sponsors.
The Max Tournament Committee would like to thank Global for their TV and radio support in the promotion of this year's tournament.
8:01 to go here in the second period. Chicago Mission with a 3-1 lead on the Red Deer Optimist Chiefs, and the Chiefs desperate need of winning this game. The Chicago Mission, if they win this, will go to 3-0 and could wrap up the pool by the end of the night, depending on what the Calgary Flames do later tonight. Face-off win again by Chicago. Red Deer trying to get it out. They turn it over here. Chicago with a chance. A little 3-on-2, tic-tac-toe, down low, but it poked away by Breen. Trying to finish that was Student, but it was knocked away by Breen, and now Red Deer back the other way. Going to jump up and take some chances now. I can see coming from Red Deer as they try and get themselves back in this game with 7.5 to go in the second period. Puck's fed in behind the Chicago goal. Mission have control. They'll work it ahead. Student up on the left side. He'll go cross ice, right wing side. Right now, Dave, Chicago using those open wings to break in on Red Deer and nearly catch them flat-footed as they've had, about 3 or 4 odd man rushes here in this second period.
Yeah, odd man rushes with connecting passes, and a lot of the games that we've seen, the odd man rushes don't result in the connections, but these connections have been stronger. As I said, Chicago with that 18U rule in the U.S., so a little bit stronger, a little bit taller, a little bit bigger, and a little bit more experienced, but these American teams are not invited just to dominate everybody, because the tournament committee wants to have as many non-Canadian teams as possible, but they know the Canadian teams are going to be competitive.
Chicago with a chance, wrist shot. That one goes wide of the goal. On the top of the point there is Simon Akhtar looking to add to the Mission lead. Long shot for the point, blocked off. Picked up in the slot, drop pass for Carter Green. His shot through traffic, blocked off again in front of the net. And a chance for Red Deer to clear it. They do, but only get as far as center ice as Green backs up and then tried to play it ahead for Ahern. That one, though, gets away from him down inside of Red Deer territory and back after it is Caden Ellerson. Ellertson works it ahead, and away come the Red Deer Chiefs to center ice. Broken up, though, again by Chicago. Ahern's drop pass looking for the hat trick. Picked off. McKenzie now the other way, and Red Deer trying to take a page out of the Chicago book. Not working, though. Now it's chipped ahead. Green going to pinch in off the point. Gets in with a little drop pass. A shot on goal by Tierney right into the midsection of Breen, who hangs on.
First real time to notice Jaden Henderson, number 19 in black for the Red Deer Optimus Chiefs. 2 goals in their first game of the tournament, 13 during the regular season, and 22 assists to lead the Red Deer Optimus Chiefs in points. You've hardly noticed him because I think Red Deer read the stats, or excuse me, Chicago read the stats and said, okay, we got to handle 19, and he's been very well handled.
Romer had 2 goals for the Chicago Mission in their first game of the tournament. Jonkerman 2 goals yesterday in their second game of the tournament. And here today, 2-goal performance thus far has been Nick Ahern. Chicago keeping that puck in. Long shot goes wide of the goal. Red Deer will take the puck out to center ice. Knocked back the other way by Chicago. That's Blake Tierney. Tierney inside of his own zone. Tied up. Puck dug free and knocked back inside of Chicago territory. Red Deer had to tag up as they're offside. Gives Chicago a chance to start out. Tierney on the near side. He'll send the puck down inside of Red Deer territory. Rims around the boards on the far side. Picked up there by Tyler McKenzie. Lifts it off the glass and down the ice. Tierney circles back inside of his own zone with it. Head off the wall out to center ice. Picked up there by Cale Fox. Fox works it up on the left side as Chicago gains control back away from Fox. Dukovac, though, had it poked off his stick back inside of his own zone, but good puck support back there for Chicago. Then they turn it over. Chance for Red Deer. Wallace trying to go to the front of the net. Knocked away, but it nearly got knocked right to Wallace on the doorstep. At the line, held in there by Baumeg. Sends it wide of the goal as Chicago takes control. Haven't seen a lot of turnovers from Chicago in this game, but saw one there, led to a Red Deer chance. And the Mission get called for icing. 3-1, Mission with the lead.
The Max Tournament would like to thank Shaw for their support of our event. For all your internet, streaming, or cable needs, please contact Shaw.
Don't forget, if you have the tournament pack, well, you have the either day package or tournament package if you're with us live, and we've got another game coming up at 11:45. We hope you stick around for it.
Here come the Mission again. Romer on the shot on goal, the 2-on-1, looking for the rebound. Just got out of the reach, though, of Remisong. Back the other way comes Red Deer, trailing 3-1. Juliuson across the line. His centering pass broken up, though. Picked up by Chicago. They can't clear it out. Tied up in the right corner boards. Knocked free, and now the Mission with a chance to bring it out. They will. 4:40 to go here in the second period. Mission get as far as center ice. Roll it down inside of Red Deer territory. Have to tag up as they're offside. This will allow Red Deer a chance to move out. Slide it ahead. Tipped down inside of Chicago territory. In behind the goal after it is Tulamo inside of his own zone. Slides it ahead out to center ice. Partial 3-on-2 developing it across the line. Roosevelt going to lead the rush. Roosevelt tried to cut to the net. Steered away by Red Deer on a defensive play. Following up left side with control. That's Romer. It's poked off his stick and out to center ice comes Red Deer again. 4 minutes to play here in the second period. The pass to the slot. Broken up. Following up, bouncy puck. Trying to pull the trigger there was Ellertson. Tipped off his stick. Ellertson then gets it back. Backhands it down low, but it's picked up by Chicago. And the Mission will take it out to center ice again. On the near side. Romer with it. He'll dump it down inside of Red Deer territory. As the Chiefs back after it inside their own zone. Trying to move out, protecting the puck as they get ahead to the line. Will get out to center ice. Chicago going to pick it up in the neutral zone, though. Green. Nobody around him. Walks in. Goes down the left side. Now tied up as he goes in behind the Red Deer goal. Slides up top for Roosevelt. Roosevelt taking Green spot on the point. Now will trade spots with his defenseman as Chicago cycles the puck down low in behind the goal. Picked up. Green couldn't hold it in. And chance for Red Deer back out the other way. Get as far as the Chicago blue line. Pajat back after it. Stretch pass. Just missed the intended receiver. Tipped in, though, so no icing as Chicago keeping it in. There's a centering pass. Now it missed the intended receiver again. That was Studa who was looking for the pass. As Christensen's cross-ice pass is deflected up into the Red Deer bench and out of play.
Driving Force is the official vehicle supplier to the Max Tournament. For your car or truck rental or leasing needs, call Driving Force Rentals, Sales, and Leasing, or visit them online at drivingforce.ca.
It's getting a little biased here right now, 26-10. Shots 16-3 here in the second period for the Chicago Mission in that green.
Been a long time since Red Deer's had a chance. Shot on goal. We're going to get an opportunity here, though. Centering pass in front. Couldn't pull the trigger on the doorstep. There was Kyle Wallace. Almost had an empty net to look at, but he couldn't get the shot off. Puck in the left corner boards. Red Deer gains control. Quick shot on goal. That one going to be stopped by Adante, and he'll hang on. That's the first time Adante's seen a puck go to him.
And that would have gone wide, so the shot clock man / goal judge does not change his display. But, of course, anything that would not go in does not count. So anything, a 190-foot dribbler that the goalie has to handle is a shot on goal, but anything pings off the goalpost technically is not. I do a lot of university soccer in the summer and fall, Chris, and what I love is that they have shots on target and shots off target, and I wish hockey would start to keeping that track, because shots off target, that was one of them, but that's an important number.
Long shot for the point by Red Deer. That one goes wide of the goal. To the Red Deer Chiefs winning that faceoff. They'll just bat it back inside of Chicago territory. The Mission, though, good defensive play to work it out. Matthews lets the puck be picked up by his defenseman, Frankie Tulamil, and Tulamo gets it ahead as far as the Red Deer blue line. Now Dukovac circles back inside of his own zone. 2:40 to go here in this second period. Tulamo takes a look for Dukovac on the near wall right in front of the penalty box doors. He'll just drop it back for Tulamo. Poked off his stick. Tulamo gains control, gets a hit for Dukovac. He has stick tied up again, and Dukovac just able to flip it out to center ice. Red Deer gives it right back, though, to Chicago. Chicago in on the attack on the right side. Long shot, pad save made by Breen, who's had a pretty decent game day. That's his 24th save of the hockey game. He's given up 3 goals, but has faced a lot of rubber, especially here in the second period.
I've liked Dukovac from Chicago. He's the player from the Mission with the only... The player without a point that I think has had the most impressive game. A lot of great rushes and a lot of defensive support as well from the wing position.
Definitely has. As Chicago dumping the puck down inside of Red Deer. Red Deer back after it inside their own zone. Chicago centering pass. That one broken up on the doorstep. Cleared away by Red Deer to the line. Not out. Held in. Long shot. That one blocked off. Green now at the left point. He'll just shovel it down low in behind the goal. Picked up there by Jonkerman. Jonkerman in front on the right side. Turn feed to him, but he was skating towards the front of the net. Goes in behind him, and Red Deer with a chance to clear it out. They can't get it past Green, though. Green holds it in, walks towards the front of the net. Puck rolls off his stick and wide of the goal. Then Green, a centering pass broken up. Red Deer scrambling around inside their own zone, trying to settle down. Red Deer now playing ahead out to center ice, picked up by Green in the neutral zone. Green, his own blue line, stretch pass ahead, knocked down, and Red Deer backs up inside their own zone. They turn it over. Here's Romer with a chance. His shot, Breen the save, the rebound, scramble in front. It goes wide of the goal. And picked up by the Chiefs. They'll move it out to center ice. Left side deflects down inside of Chicago territory. Paget cleared it off the linesman, skating right back in, offside.
We've been talking all week, Chris, about the teams taking what they're given. And Chicago has taken what Red Deer has given, including that giveaway just a moment ago that you mentioned. And again, pressure within 5 to 8 feet of the goal line has been constant for Chicago. And every time they've been in that neighborhood, they've had at least a great shot on target.
52.5 seconds to go on that face-off as Red Deer won it. They'll play it down low in behind the Chicago goal. Now a centering pass in front. That one broken up. Out to center ice. Come the Mission again. Poked off the stick though, Student. And Student will go back inside of his own zone. Works the right side. Stretch pass ahead. Roosevelt tips it back to the Red Deer blue line, but the Chiefs gain control. Flex ahead inside of Chicago territory. Down the right side, trying to drive to the front of the goal as Ben Christensen gets the puck back, though. Christensen throws it on the doorstep. Knocked away is a good defensive play by Chicago. And now Student down the left side with some room. Student 4-on-2, drop past the slot. The wrist shot, breathe the save. The rebound loose in front of the net. Cleared away by Red Deer on the wrist shot from Simon Akhtar. Back in comes Red Deer. Final seconds going to tick down here in the second period. Disappointing middle stanza for the Red Deer Optimist Chiefs. They get 3 shots on goal. Get peppered with shots in that second period, 19-3. And Chicago gets the only 2 goals. After 40 minutes of play, they have a 3-1 lead on the Red Deer Optimist Chiefs.
We're going to have a head contact penalty here at the 40-minute mark. A 4-minute double minor call that will go against the Red Deer Chiefs to begin the third period. We'll get the specific number for you as we go along. But as you said, 40 minutes down, 20 to go, and Chicago really has control. 2 goals from number 9, Nick Ahern, and 1 goal from number 76, Carter Green. 3-1 the lead. It's going to be number 9, Red Deer, Caleb Kremp with the double minor right at the end of the period. You're watching the Max Tournament, as always, presented by Circle K Convenience Stores. We'll take a 14.5-minute break and get you caught up on what happened last night and what's happening later today on the Max Major Midget Hockey Tournament 2019 edition.
Welcome back to the Ken Bracco Arena in Max Bell Center. Chris Colwell, Dave Standish along with you. 3-1 Chicago Mission with the lead after 40 minutes of play. So we take a look at the scoring summary through 2 periods. Chicago opened the scoring 4:47 into the opening period. Nick Ahern is first of the tournament, first of the morning, I should say. Carter Green drew the only assist. Red Deer would tie the game up, short-handed. Right now, goal being listed to Tyler McKenzie, his first of the tournament, unassisted at 15:52. Shots of the first period, 10-7 Chicago. In the second, Chicago makes it 2-1, just 3:36 into the middle period, as Carter Green gets his first of the tournament, assist going to Anton Sorensen, as well to Sean Matthews. Then at 5:28, Chicago makes it 3-1. Nick Ahern is second of the game, second of the tournament, assist going to Simon Akhtar, as well to Desmond Johnson. Shots on goal, 19-3 for Chicago in that second period, 29-10 through 40 minutes play. Power play, Chicago 0 for 3. They'll start with a double-minded power play, though. To start this third period, Red Deer 0 for 1, did not have a power play. Neither team had a power play in that second period. Face-offs 10-8 Chicago in the second period, 24-21 Red Deer through 40 minutes of play.
Calgary and Vancouver, the other game in Pool 2 at 8 p.m. on the FDB channel. We encourage you, if you're watching live with us here, to watch that game as well, because whatever happens here and whatever happens there will affect all 5 teams in this division. So 8 o'clock our time, 9 o'clock in Chicago, the Vancouver Northwest Hawks against the Calgary Midget Flames.
Chicago Mission, Romer with it. Go behind the back pass, up top to the point. Return feed to Romer, top of the right point. He'll flick it cross ice. Flex on Fitterow and out to center ice. And Romer Fitterow had something going there, Dave, but didn't lead to a shot on goal for Chicago.
Yeah, 4-minute double minor to number 9. They've clarified it. Caleb Kremp right at the end of the period, and that's a silly penalty to take, Chris, because his teammate just simply threw the puck into the far corner, just trying to kill the clock. I mean, obviously that's showing the frustration that the Optimist Chiefs are under if they're going to take a double minor at the buzzer.
Way to center ice come the Chicago Mission. Romer across the line on the right side, weaves his way in. Romer up top left point with control. There's Green back up top. Legit to Romer. His shot scores! Matthew Romer, power play goal for the first time in the tournament. Chicago has a power play marker, making now 1 for 14 on the man advantage.
And they had the coverage in front, number 11, Nick Remisong. We've mentioned him a lot of times, screening Logan Breen, who's really been a victim of what has been presented in front of him tonight. And Chicago just continues to pile it on. Right now, 3-0 looks very much in the destiny, but they have to keep pouring it on, because if there is a wild card situation or a pool tie situation, goals for and against make all the difference among all 25 of the teams. So that unfortunately we have seen, and we will see some more runaway games, simply because that is the biggest tiebreaker after head-to-head.
Red Deer backs up inside their own zone. Now the second half of the double minor power play, and they'll clear the puck the length of the ice. For Chicago, just 1 shot on goal on the first half of the double minor power play. It was all they needed, as Romer finds the back of the net, and the Mission back the other way. Quickly inside, a Red Deer territory, a little chip pass on the left side. Going after it in behind the goal, Sean Matthews rims it around the boards on the right side. Too far for anybody to catch up to it. Padgett will go back inside of his own zone. Shots now triple in favor of the Chicago Mission.
Well executed by Red Deer, forcing a 1-on-3 situation where the Mission player had to drop it off. They were able to just muck him out of the play and then clear the zone.
Johnson in on the right side, lost the puck though at the blue line. Red Deer will chop it out to center ice again halfway through the second half of the double minor power play. And Chicago backs up inside their own zone. 1 for 4 on the man advantage, or the Chicago Missions will get the announce of that goal.
Matthew Romer. Assist to number 13, Graham Padgett. And to number 76, Carter Green. Time of the goal, 1:12.
So Green now the goal and 2 assists. Padgett also in on that one. Chicago sets it up again at the line. Johnson right point, walks in, his shot blocked off in front, never made it through to the goal as Breen tried to scramble back to hug his goalpost as the Mission keep the puck alive on the right side. 20 seconds to go on the power play. Johnson left point, walking in, there's a shot, scores! Frankie Tumillo, shot from the left point, over top the blocker hand of Breen, and it's 5-1 Chicago.
We haven't seen it a lot, Chris, but you and I have seen it twice now in 2 days. Teams convert both chances on a 4-minute double minor for head contact, as the goaltending change will now be made. Colby Knight will come in for Logan Breen. Colby 6-3-1, 927 save percentage in the MHL, as Red Deer is going to try to do anything they can to switch the momentum. 2 power play chances, 2 power play goals, and Red Deer and Chicago's percentage goes way, way up, as well as their confidence in execution going forward.
Tumillo with his first of the tournament for the Chicago Mission to make it a 5-1 game, as Red Deer backhands the puck down the ice, needing to get something going their way. Red Deer's been outshot in this third period 4-0. All 4 shots coming on the power play. 2 of those have found their way to the back of the net, as Chicago sends it down in on goal, and Red Deer back after it inside their own zone. Actually, that was 4-0. There's another one. That one sneaks through the goal. The new goaltender, Colby Knight, and well, Dave, things, as you said, really starting to get away on Red Deer.
Ahern to Romer, what a great goal, and we'll talk about it in just a second.
The tournament would like to thank the Delta Marriott Downtown. Delta, precisely what you need.
And let's talk about it. Yeah, Ahern, once again, from the wing to the center, no problem, no difficulty whatsoever for the conversion, because no real sustained pressure defensively and no real elimination of an open man by the Red Deer Optimist Chiefs, and the lead just continues to grow.
Well, Colby Knight will mention his stats. He's 0-1 in the tournament thus far. 5.21 goals against average, 857 save percentage, was on for all 5 goals in that 5-4 loss yesterday, and gives up a goal in his first shot. Make it 2, they scored again!
And now Knight 0 for 2 on his shot count, as it was 33 when they made the switch. And now Colby Knight with some struggles. And as I said, Chicago just continues to take what Red Deer provides. And we'll get to the official scoring of all 3 of these goals as soon as we get them from our PA man, Mr. Turnbull. But they continue to pour it on here, and Chicago looking strong, and except for the Calgary Flames, Chicago's probably got no worse than a wild card sewn up at this very moment.
Well, Dave, for Chicago, 3 goals in 55 seconds, breaking this game wide open as Wallace takes it for Red Deer, clears it ahead. Broken up, though, by Chicago as they regroup.
Number 2, Frankie Tumillo. Assist to number 47, Desmond Johnson. And to number 15, Tyler Student. Time of that goal, 2:59. Tumillo from Student.
That's the first goal for Chicago.
That's goal number 5. We'll get 6 and 7 here pretty quick as well.
At 2:59.
Chicago, as I said, more than likely going to be playing in the quarterfinals on December 31st, Chris. And for those of you who thinking that the 18U rule for the American teams is the reason why they're winning, not the case. Red Deer just hasn't looked strong from the moment they came on the ice. Those 3 goals against the Hawks, I think mentally have really affected them. And honestly, I don't know if any other team in the tournament would have 7 goals at this point, but Red Deer would be trailing in almost any other situation, no matter who the opponent.
We saw St. Albert yesterday, an 8-1 win over the Calgary Royals.
By number 17, his second of the game, by Matthew Romer. Assist to number 11, Nicholas Remisong, and number 9, Nick Ahern. Time of the goal, 3:26.
That was goal number 6 for Chicago. That was second of the game for Matthew Romer, 4th of the tournament for him as well. Is Chicago now going to be shorthanded?
That's got to put him near the top of the list in individual goal scoring.
Probably up there. As I'd have to go back and take a look at that one. Is Green in the box for head contact. Just a 2-minute penalty, though, for Chicago. So Red Deer looking to get themselves on the board here and cut this deficit to 5. Control the face-off. At the line, left side, walking in. There's a shot hammered wide of the goal by McKenzie. The rebound off the end wall. Picked up on the right wing boards by Henderson. Henderson in behind the goal, tried to get the return feed broken up. And Chicago cleared the length of the ice. Just awaiting the announcement of the 7th goal. We're going to get that now.
Goal scored by number 25, Sean Matthews. Assist to number 91, Max Dukovac. And number 92, Anton Sorensen.
So Matthews with his second from Sorensen and Dukovac. And Dave, we'll get a chance now to kind of catch everybody up as Red Deer with a shot on goal. That one turned to the side by Adante, and he'll hang on for the face-off.
Mission penalty number 76, Carter Green. And 2 minutes for head contact. Time of the penalty 4:54. Green.
The Westin Calgary is Calgary's premier downtown hotel and the official hotel for the Max Tournament. The tournament thanks the Westin Hotel for their support. Westin, relax and recharge in downtown Calgary.
7-1 Chicago with the lead as Red Deer setting up on the power play. Minute 14 to go on the man advantage. They cycle it down low in the right corner boards. Moved in behind the net now for Kyle Wallace. He looks for a lane in front. Doesn't have one. Feeds it up top on the right side. Walking in. There's a shot save made by Adante. And he'll hang on to that one as Jaden Henderson took that long point shot.
As I said, the leading goal scorer for the Red Deer Optimist Chiefs, both in the tournament and in the season, but relatively held relatively even to tonight. Very few chances for Mr. Henderson this morning.
Into second to go on the power play for Red Deer as Chicago wins the faceoff. They can't clear it out though. Red Deer holds it in. Up top, Daniel, middle of the ice now, right side. Good puck movement by Red Deer. Omang looks down low, feeds into the right corner boards. Now centering pass. Daniel, left point, top of the left faceoff circle. Now moves it to the middle of the point. In is Bomang with a shot missed high and wide. Daniel picks up left corner boards, drops off side of the goal. Red Deer looking on the wraparound and comes around to the right side. Good puck movement again by Red Deer. Half a minute to go on the power play, looking to get on the board. Here's Daniel on the slot. Reshot scores! Ty Daniel, power play goal, and Red Deer has their first power play marker of the tournament.
Players have been looking all week, all year, all decade for that top left corner in this arena at Max Bell Center, and Dano finally finds it. Inside, bar down, post to post, power play goal. Chicago not going to really press the issue, not really trying to prevent Red Deer at this point with a 6-5 goal advantage, and a great confidence boost for Dano and for the Red Deer Chiefs. Power play goal at 6:30.
Second of the tournament for Ty Daniel. Chicago wins the faceoff at center ice. They'll back up inside their own zone. Dave, that is exactly what Red Deer needed to kind of stop the bleeding, as there's been a lot of green that has found the way into the back of the net. Red Deer going to try and take advantage of that and use that momentum as they steer it down low into the left corner boards. There's a wrist shot. That one blocked off in front. Left side again. Jams with the shot. That one on goal. Blocker save made by Adante, and the rebound sent through the crease up top of the right side. There's a long shot. Adante, the pad save, as that one kind of fooled him on the point shot by Leighton Holian, and that was deflected a couple of times before it got to the Chicago goaltender.
They've given credit to the Chiefs for 5 shots in the last 2 minutes after nothing in the first 5.
Red Deer already with more shots in this third period than they had all of the second period. We played just over 7 minutes here. The third period goals get us that goal.
By number 12, Ty Daniel. Assist to number 16, Cash Reagan, and to number 7, Fox Dole. Time of the goal, 6:30.
Dole and Reagan draw helpers on that power play goal by Daniel, his second of the tournament. Back after it inside their own zone, or the Chicago Mission. Max Dukovac plays it around on the near side. And backhanded out to center ice by Sorensen, deflects down inside of Red Deer territory as the Chiefs back after it. Inside their own zone, they'll take control, try to work it out. Blocked off though and held in by Anton Sorensen in behind the Red Deer goal. The centering pass broken up in front by the Chiefs. Cleared to the line, not out. Matthews held it in. He'll fire it back down low and behind the goal. Too far for Sorensen to pick up. Round on the left side. Chipped in behind the net again as Red Deer after it in behind the goal. Good battle there as Matthews tries to come away with it. Ian Ellertson tied up. Comes to the right corner boards for Max Dukovac. Dukovac pushed off the puck, and Red Deer the chance to get it out. Lifted softly ahead, blocked off. Another chance, just bounces in the air to the line, not out. Dukovac held it in and then turned it over. Now Doyle with a chance to go the other way for Red Deer. Doyle pokes it into Chicago territory, walks in. Doyle with a shot of the save made by Adante as he steers that one into the left corner boards.
He's had some positivity today, Mr. Doel, and has put on a few moments of pressure for the Red Deer Chiefs that Chicago's had to pay attention to.
An assist on that power play goal for Red Deers. Both teams with power play markers in this hockey game hadn't had power play goals yet in the tournament, either team. Chicago has 2, Red Deer has 1. As back in comes Red Deer, the backhand shot on goal. Dante, they say the rebound chopped in behind the net. Picked up on the left side. Tulamo tied up. Puck poked free by Red Deer, and they'll cycle it around in behind the goal as the Chiefs with some jump to their step after getting that second goal of the hockey game. Free on the right side. Chicago takes control, lifted off the glass by Student and out and down the ice. Back after to Scale Fox inside of his own zone. Fox, outlet pass ahead for McKenzie. Works it up on the near wall for Regan, and Regan will just knock it down inside of Chicago territory. There's a mission back after it. Student inside of his own zone. Between the feet, blind back pass. Got to the intended to target. But Chicago unable to clear the zone as Red Deer are able to hold it in. Puck gets caught up with the referee's skates.
Twice.
Back to the line. Yeah, twice. Referee's trying to get out of the way and inadvertently got right back into the play again.
They always have a good laugh in the referee room after a period after something like that happens.
In comes Red Deer, but Chicago touches up. Red Deer will just knock the puck down inside of Chicago territory. They had to tag up. They were offside. Look at we're kind of getting a live look in out of town as Red Deer stomps it in. They score!
Once again, unfortunately for Chicago, I shouldn't say once again, probably for the first time in the game, lack of attention to a player. Everybody paying too much attention to the puck carrier, and he was able to stand in there, Ty Daniel, number 12, and get his second consecutive goal. Just took the feed and plopped it in. No problem.
That was Ben Perreault put the shot on goal, and Dante thought he had it. It snuck underneath them right across the goal line, and Daniel, Johnny on the spot, pokes it in. And all of a sudden, Red Deer within 4 now. Chicago wins the faceoff. That's a very big hill to climb for Red Deer, but trying to do that, Chicago comes back after it on the attack. Left side looking to answer back. Puck
Hit the
behind
ref
the
again.
goal, and again, it flex off the referee. Mission keep it in on the left side as we wait the announcement of the third Red Deer goal. Goals coming in bunches here in this third period, Dave. We had 4 in the first 2 periods. We had 5 here in the third already.
5 in a 10-minute segment. Exactly.
Puck around on the near boards on the right side. Picked up as we get the outside goal.
Ty Deno. Assist to number 15, Ben Perreault. Time of the goal, 10-11.
So Perreault draws the lone assist as the centering pass in front deflected away. Ty Daniel with his second of the game and third of the tournament. As Red Deer right back in on the attack, have to tag up those there offside. They'll do that in Chicago now. Take a look as they'll break it out to center ice. Romer up the right wing boards, in across the Red Deer line. Romer drop pass to the right corner boards, turned over though. Back to the line, Green. Left side, walking in off the point there. Left wing boards is Desmond Johnson. He carries it all the way in behind the Red Deer goal and is finally squeezed off the puck. Now Doel out to center ice for the Red Deer Chiefs. In across the Chicago line, the pass into the middle of the ice. Nobody home though for Red Deer. Chicago takes over deep inside of their own zone. Mission trying to clear it out, unable to do so. He turned it over to Doel. Centering pass in front, loose on the doorstep. Lifted high in the air by the Mission and out of play. 8:17 to go here in the third period.
The Max Tournament Organizing Committee welcomes the Calgary Flames and the Calgary Hitmen, and we thank them for their support of this year's tournament.
Out of town score, Prince Albert leads 3-2. They're being outshot by the Lethbridge Hurricanes 27-18, but with 4 minutes to go, lead that match and could make another big ripple in their pool. Pool number
pool
1.
One action, yes.
We'll give you the update on both pool standings at the end of this 8 minutes.
Chicago back after it inside of Red Deer territory, but spinning off the puck was Matthews. Allows Red Deer to go to work on the attack. It's lifted down inside of Chicago territory. Mission back after it inside their own zone. They'll curl it out to center ice. Red Deer retrieves the puck inside their own zone. Working ahead on the back end. Andrew Wallace doing the honors. And Dante out to play it at the side of his own goal.
Just as I say that, the Hurricanes have tied it. 3-3.
There we go. Huge game there as back in comes Chicago left side. The backhander on goal save made. The rebound loose on the doorstep. Down is Knight. It's on the doorstep again and swept just wide of the goal. As Colby Knight scramble around trying to track that puck. He got between his pads and out the other side. Red Deer now sweeps it down inside of Chicago territory back after defensively is Carter Green. He's jolted in behind the net. Left the puck there, and his teammate helped him out. And now Green stretches it out. Here's Akhtar in across the Red Deer line. 2-on-1. Akhtar shot, save, made the rebound. Off the knee. Bouncing puck. Akhtar throws it on the doorstep. It's swept away. Not sure, Dave, if that would have counted or not. It was off the knee of the trailer for the Chicago Mission.
Was that a kicking motion? Top of sort of where the crossbar meets the top netting is where it deflected, Chris. But yeah, that was another crazy bounce here at Max Bell.
Seen a couple of those this week as Red Deer sends the puck ahead to center ice. 2-on-2. They're back into Chicago territory. Mission all of a sudden back on their heels a little bit.
You can't really call it a kicking motion if it's with your knee. I don't know. That's probably got to be the back page of the rule book. That would have been an interesting call, to be honest.
But it's probably the same as you can't headbutt a puck into the back
That's
of
true.
the net.
It's forward motion rather than incidental contact.
Yep. San Jose Sharks found out that rule in the Sharks playoffs a few years ago against the Anaheim Ducks.
Yep.
Would have been an overtime game winner. Turned out the Sharks didn't need it as they got the winner a little bit later on. Red Deer Chiefs with the puck deep inside of their own zone, working ahead out to center ice. Perreault, cross ice pass. That one intercepted though by Frankie Tulamo. Tulamo clears it out to center ice. Circling back, Nick Ahern in across the Red Deer line. Ahern drop pass. Romer steps in with a shot off a stick and up into the netting and out of play.
Well, you know what? Since the Chicago goals at 3:54, that little stretch they had a couple of minutes ago, since Colby Knight came in, that was the first shots on goal they had in. Let me quickly do the math here in about about 9 or 10 minutes, as they've given up the 2 goals, both to Daniel, and Chicago's starting to get into a few bad habits, and now they seem to have made the transition that they needed to here in the last couple of shifts.
Sorensen out to take the draw for Chicago. Chiefs will win it though. He's doing the honors there for Red Deer was Caleb Kremp. And out to center ice comes Red Deer now. They'll send it.
They're being tossed because they're taking too long to get to the circle.
Behind the goal, picked up by the Chicago Mission. Send it around on the far side. Poked out to center ice by Sean Matthews, and Red Deer back after it.
They're getting tossed because they're taking too long to get to the circle. The linesman doesn't want any more of a delay in the off time.
It's 5 on 4.5 right now for Red Deer. They can't take advantage of it as Chicago player broke his stick. Back in come the Chicago Mission with a centering pass. And a good deflection by Sorensen. Tipped it over top of the net as that was Sorensen and Duco back in on that partial 2-on-1 for Chicago.
And again, players within 3 to 5 feet of the net with no disruption whatsoever. Just ease of contact, ease of access is what we call it.
Now a turnover by Red Deer again, but unable to pull the trigger was Roosevelt. He is stick tied up. Red Deer pokes the puck to the line, not out. Long shot by Chicago, blocked off. Picked up now on the far side by Cale Fox. He'll weave his way out to center ice and play it ahead. Dumped in the rest of the way. Back after it is Chicago inside their own zone. Akhtar weaves his way ahead to center ice, poked off his stick, but a good follow-up there. Picked up by Tierney. Tierney in across the Red Deer line. His drop pass for Akhtar right side. His shot on goal. The save made by the goaltender. Colby Knight, he'll hang on.
Since 1977, Circle K stores have supported youth hockey in Alberta through the Max Midget Hockey Tournament. 41 years later, they're happy to see such inspiring athletes with hustle, heart, and passion continuing the tradition of this incredible tournament. We want to send a special thanks to Circle K convenience stores for their many years of support.
Minute 30 to go. Prince Albert and Lethbridge tied at 3-3. Once again, we'll keep you up to date. Of course, you want to, if you are watching this live, you can certainly flip from channel to channel. Certainly when we're in an intermission, go to their game, and when they're in an intermission, come back to us.
Long shot for the point as Red Deer trying to get another one back. Deflected wide of the goal by Doel. He's in the right corner boards, tied up with it. Chicago pokes it to the line, not out. 4 minutes to play here in the third period. 7-3. Chicago with the lead on Red Deer. It's Akhtar weaves his way right back inside of Red Deer territory, but the Chiefs have control. Settle things down. Doel on the near wall. Sidesteps a couple of checks and works it out to center ice for Henderson. Henderson across the line. He's tied up though. Got free on the right wing boards. Henderson pushed against the wall again, this time by Fittereau. And Chicago will get it ahead out to center ice. Romer In the middle, in behind the forward, should say Jonkerman. And Jonkerman is offside, had to tag up, gives Red Deer a chance to go the other way, and Regan does. And across the Chicago line, pushed off the puck, and Romer follows up, steers it around to the point, not out. Held in by Red Deer, walking it up the left side. The wrist shot goes wide of the goal, bounces off the end boards. Back in front, a chance. Dante down, sprawled down. Me got a piece of that with the blocker hand. A chance enclosed for Tyler McKenzie. McKenzie, left side, pushes it in behind the goal. It's picked up there by Chicago, and the Mission will bank it off the glass and out to center ice. Back after it inside of his own zone is Ellertson.
I think Tyler McKenzie would definitely want that one back. He had the backhand, probably had a great opportunity at the corner, decided to move to the front, to the forehand, and as we like to call it, ran out of racetrack and didn't have enough room to make the move.
Chicago Mission will dump the puck in, and Dave, I'm going to get you to kind of pay attention on that Father David Bauer channel there. They are late in the third period in that one, tied at 3. Keep you posted on that. Is Red Deer trying to get the puck out, unable to do so. Johnson at the top of the right point. Johnson, long shot, that one into the glove hand, ensnared by Colby Knight. He'll hang on.
18 seconds to go. They've taken the timeout at Father Bauer, so we'll see what the Hurricanes and Mintos can produce in 18 seconds.
I think I saw a power play upcoming for Lethbridge, which is probably why the timeout was taken.
Welcome to the Calgary Flames and the Calgary Hitmen, and we thank them for their support.
Face off deep inside of Red Deer territory here at the Max Bell of the Ken Bracco Arena, the Max Bell Center. Tied up and controlled by Red Deer. They'll sweep it cross ice. It's held in though by Chicago, the right point now. Johnson fires a shot on goal, and that one stopped by Knight, and he'll hang on to that one. As Colby Knights is coming on, facing 7 shots. He's given up 2 goals. 5 of 7 is a Colby Knight thus far.
Yeah, there is a power play. Down to about 10 seconds. Lethbridge trying to make something happen.
Another face-off
and it'll
deep
be cleared,
inside,
and that'll be the end of the game.
Red Deer will take control of the puck deep inside of their own zone. Bring it out to center ice, bounces down inside of Chicago territory. The Mission right back the other way. Dukovac turns it over. Sorensen now. And the puck swept away from him. Chicago forced to regroup inside their own zone. 4 straight defensive zone wins for the Red Deer Chiefs on the face-off dot. Need that as now they have a chance on a turnover. The shot. They scored! Ben Perreault, and it's 7-4.
Well, I mean, Red Deer's tournament is essentially going to be over because you don't make the playoffs with a 2-2 record, and they're going to fall to 0-2. But the bigger concern right now is Chicago. I mean, you get 3 goals in 55 seconds, 4 goals in 3:54, but this is not what the Mission coaches and former Calgary Flame Gino Cavallini are going to be very happy about. They don't want to get into any bad habits. And, of course, they play tomorrow before they have the break on December 30th, and now a whistle against the Chiefs.
And a penalty coming up against Red Deer, a cross-checking penalty right off the face-off, much to the dismay of the Red Deer fans. As
we can hear them.
Yeah, we can hear them. Red Deer Chiefs, though, Dave, have got to be happy with the last half of this third period. 3 goals, and they've come back to cut this deficit to 7-4.
Well, the shots were 30-10, and now they're 40-19, but the goals are 3-0 in that area of time, and you can't really blame Adante. He can only deal with what he's provided, and it's like I said, Chicago has a lot to figure out before their game tomorrow against the Calgary Flames at 8 p.m. right here at Bauer tomorrow night. So they'll have like a 30-hour break, and they'll have a lot to talk about because teams in the playoffs aren't going to allow this type of
Perreault, unassisted, time of the goal, 18-16.
Perreault unassisted, his second point to the game. Has a goal and an assist for Perreault. That is his first of the tournament. It's puck in the right corner boards. Battle for it there. Both teams clamoring for the puck. Chicago getting in there, trying to dig it free on the right side. We're to the final minute here of the third period. Red Deer will take the puck and they'll clear at the length of the ice. Back after it inside of his own zone. It is Nick Adante. He leaves the puck though. Final 50 seconds to go in this third period. 2 for 5 on the power play are the Chicago Mission, looking to make it 3 for 6 down the left side. Poked away though and swatted in behind the goal. Red Deer had the chance to clear it out. Get it past Paget all the way down the ice again.
Yeah, Kremp for the cross check. In any adult league, he'd be already in the shower by now. 3 minor penalties, but let's see what Chicago can do. They need to build on something. As I said, you give up 3 goals in a row to one of the playoff teams, and you're not playing in the next playoff game.
Red Deer intercepts, they'll clear it down inside of Chicago territory once again, back after it inside of his own zone. That's Paget. Leaves it in behind the goal. Final seconds going to tick down. Looks like Chicago content just to eat the clock, and that's exactly what they're going to do as Green circles the net one more time, and that'll do it. Horn sounds the Chicago Mission 3-0 to start the tournament. A 7-4 win here today. Game that score maybe flatters the Red Deer Chiefs a little bit, Dave, as it was 7-1 midway through this third period.
As I said, I think Chicago maybe just took their foot off the gas a little bit, and you know what? Red Deer was able to take advantage. I mean, we saw the Calgary North Stars get a whole bunch of shots, but only 1 goal. Red Deer got 3 goals from all that extra.
We remind you to stay in your seats at the conclusion of the game. We will present the players of the game from each team with special gifts.
Shots on goal, 11-9 Chicago in that third period as they come away with a 7-4 win as we go to our Player of the Game awards.
Presenting the Game Stars is Lindsay Stilling, Director of the Awards for the Max Tournament. From the Red Deer Optimist Chiefs, Game Star, number 11, Tyler McKenzie. And the Game Star for the Chicago Mission, with a goal and 2 assists this morning, number 76, Carter Green.
2 good picks. I think both men well-deserving, and I think another big aspect of it is how they play outside of the points, because we saw Daniel get 2 goals, and we saw Ahern get 2 goals, but obviously the Player of the Game award recipients and the judges straight across from us behind the black coating there decided on those 2 players. Let's give you a quick breakdown. Chicago is worst case is going to be a wild card. 3-0. The Red Deer drops to 0-2. Saskatoon has the day off. They're 1-1. The Vancouver Hawks, they're 1-1. The Calgary Flames, they are 0-1. The Hawks play the Flames at Bauer tonight, and because you're watching this live, you have access to that game both on the day pass and the tournament pass. So as I said, we encourage you to flip back and forth all day long between the 2 arenas, between the 2 5-packs that we've got going on here at the Max Tournament, and more Pool 2 action at 8 p.m. later tonight. For everybody here, we say good night, we say good morning, and we say enjoy the rest of the tournament. 21 down, 29 to go. You're watching the Max Tournament 2019 edition, as always, presented by Circle K Convenience Stores. See you later.